All right, so right now we're going to be talking about multiplying mixed numbers. A mixed number is a fraction combined with a whole number. For example, 2 1/4 is a mixed number because it has a whole number combined with a fraction. Any whole number with a fraction is called a mixed number. Okay? Now, take a look at this example. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to explain it. I just want you to look at it and try and figure out how to get the answer. The answer is 8, as you can see. But take a minute and just look at this. If you're watching, please pause the recording and just look and study this. Figure out what I've done here. Okay, you will notice, and as Ruth pointed out, we made the mixed numbers into improper fractions. Then we multiplied as normal. We used the simplification by cross-canceling, and we got our answer as 8. So here's the example. Notice that we made them improper as the first step. We cross-canceled as the second step, and then we simplified. If you don't know how to cross-cancel, even though I think it is the better way to simplify, you could just multiply straight across and then simplify down. But you'll notice if you multiply 5 by 16, you're going to have a very large number. So you're going to have to divide that down a lot further. It's way easier to actually cross-cancel. Okay? So here are the steps. Number 1, make the mixed number improper. And if you remember to do that, you're going to multiply the denominator by the whole number and then add the numerator. So this is 5/2, as we can see right here. And then we're going to multiply the 5 by the 3 and add 1. So 5 times 3 is 15 plus 1 is 16, as you can see right here. Okay. So make it improper, cross-cancel if possible, and then multiply straight across. The most important thing is just make it improper so that you can multiply across. All right. On your piece of paper, okay, we are going to do these examples together, so please pause the recording, write these examples down, and then we'll do them together. All right, now that you've written those down, let's do them together. This is how I want to see your homework problems done. You're going to take a problem like this, then we're going to, right past the arrow, write the same fractions or the same mixed numbers as improper fractions. So 1 1/2, the improper fraction of 1 1/2 would be 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3, 3/2 times 3/2. Once we've got them as improper fractions, we multiply straight across. First we see if there's anything that can cross-cancel. In this case, nothing can. So we're going to multiply straight across, and we're going to get 9/4. Now, one thing you'll notice about 9/4 is it is what? An improper fraction. So we've got to break this down again. So we're going to divide 9 by 4. 4 goes into 9 once. Not twice. You get 8. When you subtract, you get 1. So the answer here is actually 2 1/4. Remember, the denominator always stays the same when you're converting improper to a mixed number. All right, now let's look at multiplying just a fraction with a mixed number. The same is true. You multiply 3/4 times, make the mixed number into an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9/4. Then we look to see if anything can cross-cancel. In this case, again, nothing can. So we're going to multiply straight across. 9 times 3, we've got 27. 4 times 4, we've got 16. So again, we need to now change that improper fraction into a mixed number. So we're going to divide 27 by 16. We can just know that 16 goes into 27 once, and you're going to be left with, when you subtract it, 7 minus 6 is 1. You're going to be left with 11. So your answer here is it goes in once, and you've got 11/16 left over. 1 11/16. So now if we're multiplying a mixed number by a whole number, for the mixed number you're going to do the same thing, right, Alondra? 6 times 8 is going to give me 48, plus 1 is 49 over 8 times 3 over 1. All right, now that we've got it, you can't cross cancel in any way. We're going to multiply across. Maitreya found that 49 times 3 is what? 147 over 8. Then we're going to divide 147 divided by 8. All right, so we get that our answer is 18 and 3/8. Let me now show you an easier way to do it. Even though... Okay, here's the easier way. Anytime you're multiplying a mixed number by a whole number, you split it up. Okay, you multiply the 3 by the 6, then you multiply the 3 by the 1/8, and you put them together. What is 3 times 6? 18. Now, what is 3 over 1 times 1 over 8? 3/8. So the answer is 18 and 3/8. Was that easier? Yes. Aren't you glad you paid attention? Yes. So here you go. Practice. I'm not doing this with you. You are doing it on your own. Solve those problems on a piece of paper. If you're watching this at home, pause the recording. Solve them. Go. Okay, you should have gotten 3.5 for the first and 3 3/20 for the second. Now, eyes on the board. When you're multiplying, you had to make it improper. That's what we did here. 1/2 times 7/3. There's nothing that cross cancel. So we got 7 over 2. 2 goes into 7 3 times, and you're left with 1. 3 1/2. For the next one, make it improper. You get 7/5 and 9/4. When you multiply straight across, because nothing can cross cancel, you get 63/20. 20 goes into 63 3 times, because 3 times 20 is 60, and you got 3 left over. 3 3/20. That is the answer. Yeah, so you should have noticed that there's a mistake on here. This is not 7/2, it's actually 7/6, which means that this isn't the right answer. 6 goes into 7 once, and you get 1/6. Okay? All right, now that you are done with those, you are going to go online. You're going to not use the app if you're using your iPad. You're going to go to the online resource, Khan Academy, and find Multiplying Mixed Numbers 1, the exercise. Go ahead and go there now. Try and get 5 in a row correct. Good luck. If you're struggling still, rewatch the video.